Welcome to the Back to Basics recipe collection. Who doesn't love a lamb roast? Particularly for a Sunday lunch or a Sunday dinner. And with this cauliflower mash, this one's definitely a winner. For this recipe, you will need a 500 gram mini lamb roast, some cooking oil spray, some cauliflower, 1 can of butter beans, some margarine, 150 grams of green beans, and 8 Brussels sprouts. Now we are serving this one with garlic and rosemary gravy, and for this you'll need 1.5 tablespoons of Gravox traditional gravy powder, 2 teaspoons of oil, half a small onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of fresh rosemary, and 1 cup of water. Before you begin cooking, it's a great idea to gather any utensils you'll need. These are utensils that you will need for today's recipe. Begin by preheating your oven to 180 degrees. Start to prepare the cauliflower mash. On a clean chopping board with a sharp knife, cut the cauliflower up into pieces. A great tip is to place a wet cloth under your chopping board to stop it from slipping. Place a colander over a pan of boiling water. This will act as a steamer. Add in the cauliflower and steam until soft. Preheat a large frying pan over a medium heat and lightly spray with some cooking spray. Add the lamb to the frying pan and cook for 3 minutes on each side until sealed and evenly browned. Place the roast onto a baking tray that has been lightly sprayed with cooking oil. Carefully place the tray in the centre of the oven and bake the roast for around 15 minutes. Whilst the roast is cooking, we'll begin to prepare our gravy. Start by peeling your onion and using a sharp knife and a clean chopping board, finely chop it. Next, using the heel of your knife, carefully crush 2 cloves of garlic and chop finely. Also, finely chop the rosemary. Add the water and gravy powder to a small saucepan and over low heat, whisk briskly to remove the lumps. Allow this to simmer for 2 minutes or until it has thickened. Heat the oil in a clean saucepan, then add in the onion, garlic, rosemary and gravy and give it a good stir. Let the gravy cook for a few minutes until the onion has softened. Once the cauliflower is tender, remove from the steamer and place into a bowl. Add in the butter beans and 1 tablespoon of margarine. You then want to process this with a stick blender until it is smooth. On a clean board, begin preparing the Brussels sprouts. Cut them in half and add them to the steamer. Next, prepare the beans by topping and tailing them and adding these into the steamer along with the Brussels sprouts. Cover with a lid and steam until they are tender. Remove the veg from the steamer and give them a good shake to drain away the excess water. Place the veggies in a bowl and set aside. Now remove the lamb from the oven and place onto a clean chopping board for carving. A great tip for carving is to use a pair of tongs to hold the meat steady while you cut. Now you're ready to serve. Serve this dish with the lovely cauliflower mash and steamed veg, and of course some of that fantastic garlic and rosemary gravy.